Unity. I know it's a game developing software, it's just this game doesn't seem like it would need it. Alright, hello everyone, my name is Grayson friggin' Payne and welcome back to, but that's not even my intro. Do I have to do my intro? Fine. What's up, Anti-Virgin Squad? My name is Grayson friggin' Payne and welcome back to another awesome video, where today, we are going to be playing Kyle is Famous. This is a comedy text-based game that, yeah, I hear is really funny. Or I saw Sean play this, but he disappointed me in the routes that he played. Because he said he was gonna, because there's some pretty crazy, wacky stuff that goes down, and I'm actually going to fulfill that. Now, onto the story. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. There's no music. Okay, that's fine. So, I'm going to do this. Wait. I really hope you can hear that. Can you hear that? My desktop audio says you can. Alright, that's Twitch friendly. Or it's stream friendly lo-fi music. Let me turn that down because alright. You good now? Because it's just supposed to be background stuff. Alright, we good now? Perfect. Kyle is the host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has cut Kyle, a most excellent dumpy white man, as every white man wants to be called. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Why do I have a circle next to my mouse? Whatever, it's fine. Most other shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. That sounds scary. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. Imagine being in a position where that can happen. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. That's how you say that. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Alright, so, our first round is we're gonna do the serious route, you know? The one where you want to win the game. Yeah, so, first, because there's a lot of routes we can go down, a lot of them are really funny. Alright, exit the bed. Kyle exits his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. So first, we are going to exit bedroom and hallway. You know, every morning needs to start breakfast. Also, I just realized that my face cam is covering some of the options, so we're gonna move that up there. Good. Walk to the center of the kitchen. Open the pantry. Okay. It takes them 1 hour to do anything here. Open the fridge. Eat the crust on the fridge wall. Eat the fridge. That's smart. We're gonna prepare breakfast and we're gonna eat it. Kyle ate his breakfast. Oh, you can hear it. That's cool. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed. Alright, return to the hallway. Turn to the bedroom. And sit at desk. Now we're gonna write the notes. Are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Oh no, we're gonna try as many of these as I can. This is probably gonna be a long one, just because of all the things that you can do. What are some diet tips? Oh, funniest story. It's always these. Guilty pleasure. That's back to desk. Back to room. Exit bedroom. Leave apartment. We're gonna visit the tech store. Yeah, we got that. We're gonna go to the street. We're going to visit the downstairs neighbors. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Greet and start conversation. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle unexpectedly. Should we ask Gabby about Gabby? Ask Gabby about Rachel. Say about Rachel. Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Oh, Rachel? Gabby said, she's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than Dad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. It doesn't matter, because now we're off to the interview. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left. Kyle hurried to set. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Rachel's smile quickly turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Oh, Jesus Christ, I can't believe I forgot that. Kyle waved his smile proudly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him correctly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. And that's my first ending. Okay, great. We have one. Alright, so now we're gonna do everything the same. Exit bedroom. Get to the kitchen. Open the fridge. Prepare breakfast. We're gonna eat it. Go to the kitchen. Go to the hallway. I want to see what happens if we don't write notes, though. Wonder what would happen there. But no, we're gonna do this as best we can first. Notes. Mother. That. Back to this. Now. Clothes. Choose an outfit. You know? We're gonna do I really want to do suit of armor. Fuck it, we're gonna do suit of armor. Was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear the suit of armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. Yeah, can't blame him. We're gonna scavenge. Bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. No, oh yeah, eat immediately. Yeah. Alright, that, kitchen, back, we're just killing time now. Okay, to the set. I hope we did everything right. Across from his chair was Genuinity. As Kyle approached, Rachel looked up and smiled. "Good evening, Kyle," she said, looking me in the eyes. "I've been looking forward to being here." Kyle responded, "I'm really excited to do that." Answered politely. "And I as well, Rachel," answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. "You are a most welcome guest." After another mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights had brightened and the cameras clicked on. "Good evening, everyone," said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle," introduced Rachel. Kyle vomited all the horrible things he'd eaten all around on the floor. Oh no. Oh man. Rachel looked at Kyle concerned and gave a couple coughs inside to play cool and keep the show running. Yeah, that's... Kyle stopped and vomited again and continued with his shaky voice. Oh god. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. "Hello, Kyle," she said. "I'm glad to be here. What happened with the vomit?" "Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive in," said Kyle. "I'm very ready," said Rachel with a winning smile. "You know what, fuck it. If you want to see a normal playthrough of this game, you can go off and watch it. Right here, we're gonna be crazy." "I'm very ready," said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. Let's see, we're gonna do that. What are some funny stories? You've been involved in the different things, said Kyle. What's your funniest story? That's a great question, Kyle, Rachel said. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. The soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped a whole jar of salt into the pot. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. Rachel laughed elegantly as the dying screams of her family happened in the other room. Whatever. Kyle decided to move on. Kyle asked another question. We're just gonna do that. Best diet tip. It's a good plan to start diet habit, yeah. That midnight snack in the loud, yeah. And his flabby self. That's another question. Are you a mother? Rachel, I, and many others would love to know. Are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered. That's not something that's crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his question papers. Guilty pleasure. We all have one. What's your guilty pleasure? Ooh, that's an easy answer, Rachel said. Dipping pickles in chocolate sauce. That's disgusting. It might sound strange, but it's tangy and sweet at the same time. I eat it far too often. Rachel smiled sweetly. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle might ask you something in return, Rachel said, smiling with time. Why exactly did you decide to wear a suit of armor today? Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down and the broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed drifting to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Let's get up. We're gonna scavenge. We're gonna gossip. Kyle firmly presses his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from neighbors below. I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fight mist-doers. There was a stunned silence. Then the door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Okay, exit to the hallway, to the kitchen. Open fridge, prepare breakfast. We're gonna eat it. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly, thoroughly enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed. He is a ghost. I don't know how that's possible. Hallway, turn to bedroom. We're going to scavenge for resources and comb through filth and mold on the floor. Finding and eating a few bits of crumb. Oh, jeez. Indeed, it was the corpse of Harry, a friend that had gone missing years ago while at Kyle's house. Jesus Christ, you're a murderer. Deal with Harry. Kyle hoisted Harry onto his shoulder and took him outside. Kyle began dragging Harry's body down the street, drawing many, many stairs. Kyle knew exactly where he needed to take Harry's corpse on a lovely playdate, just the two of them. Holy shit, where are we going? Kyle and Harry started at the arcade. Kyle used Harry's arms to operate the joysticks and push buttons. After 5 or 6 different games, the two friends had enough tickets for a single candy bar. They took their prize to the local park for eating. Holy shit, where is this going? Kyle tried to feed some of the chocolate bar to Harry, but Harry seemed not to have the appetite. I'm sorry, reading a lot makes my mouth water. After eating, Kyle noticed a nearby playground. He dragged Harry over. Kyle mused, okay, that's... Alright, Dad, come on, man, I'm okay. But love, yeah. Love. Oh, okay, great. Let's start again. It's a famous skip that. Alright, first decision, we're gonna exit. Alright, we're gonna do everything normally this time, except we're gonna ask some crazy questions. Alright, let's exit, go to the kitchen, open the fridge for breakfast, eat it. Go there, go to the hallway, return to the bedroom, sit at desk. I don't write notes. Am I a mother? Eat a raw egg whole. I purposely ran over a puppy, and are you guilty? That's great. Alright, back to room. We're going to open the closet. You know, everything's gonna be normal. We're gonna get a nice suit. Exit to the hallway. Leave apartment. Visit the tech store. We're gonna steal Techno Gym. Find the Techno Gym's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground. Kyle started to pull upwards ferociously. After several tugs, Techno Gym broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring, bewildered, and ran outside. Continued the day. Visit downstairs neighbor. Approached on neighbor, but we don't have time for it to set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. "Good evening," she said. "Good evening, Kyle," she said, looking him in the eyes. "I've been looking forward to being here." Alright, we're now gonna interview Techno Gym. 1 second. Kyle responded, answered politely. "And I, Rachel." Yeah, that. Shake hands. That. Alright, a moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Wait a second. Alright, never mind. "Good evening, everyone," Kyle said, looking up into the camera. "Welcome back to Staying Up Late with Rachel. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction." Become Rachel May. We're gonna click with it. "However," said Kyle, suddenly dropping his voice, "Rachel May is not sitting next to me. She is not new to this show. She did not walk in before me. Kyle, I am Rachel May." Rachel looked at Kyle, confused and slightly mouthed the words, "Who?" Kyle stood up quickly and threw his arm high above, pointing upwards. "I have never been Kyle," he shouted. "I have never been the host of the show Stay Up Late with Kyle." Kyle looked and pointed directly into the camera. "I am here for one reason, to interview myself." Kyle sat down in his chair and went to produce the notes he had taken earlier. Kyle read the first question on his list. Are you a mother? Wow! He said, brightening. I am glad you asked. Yes! I have produced many, many, many children. In fact, Kyle said, mentioning to Rachel, one of my children is sitting with me here today. Holy shit. Rachel looked incredibly confused. After a moment, Kyle spoke again. I am your mother. He stood up again. Give me a big hug, daughter. I wish I had a voice changer right here with me. After a moment more, Rachel shrugged, stood up, and gave Kyle a hug. Imagine if you're a parent and you're talking to a kid, you're just like, I am your parent. The interview continued, Kyle talking about his supposed raising of Rachel and their times together. It's great. Rachel engaged in the interview with the I'm not going to pronounce that, answering questions as best she could and enjoying every moment. From this episode, Rachel's childhood and family became a debated topic in her fan base. When fans asked Rachel about the matter, she would giggle and make a joke about the interview. Scientists and fans began to dig deep, finding evidence both for and against the Kyle is Rachel's mother theory. It's not even really a theory, he just made it part of the fucking storyline. Alright, but no matter how much anyone dug, nobody was able to come to a conclusion on the matter. Kyle had created a public mystery. That's great. That's fucking amazing. Alright, now we're gonna do that exact same thing. Did I say exame thing? We're gonna do that exact same thing, but we're not gonna become Rachel. Alright. Bed. The hallway. Kitchen. Open fridge. God, there's so much stuff to do. Holy shit, how am I gonna get this all? Return to hallway. Return to bedroom. Open the closet, choose an outfit. Slick suit. Back to room. Sit at desk, write notes. Am I a mother? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? I purposely ran over a puppy, and are you guilty? Back to desk. Back to room. We are going to exit, leave apartment, visit downstairs neighbor. Actually, I wanna, you know what? A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. We're going to scream and spin. Slowly, Kyle started to twirl outside of Gabby's door, arms outstretched. He tilted his neck upward and let loose a long, passionate, and meaningful scream. As Kyle continued to spin, Gabby shut and locked her door, as she did every time Kyle screamed outside her door. He does this often, doesn't he? Eventually, Kyle ran out of breath and fell over. Back to the street, visit tech store, but we can't do that because we're onto the set. He crossed a chair and genuinely, as Kyle approached, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. Answered politely. And I as well, Rachel. Answering Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. I'm sorry you see me playing with my hair a lot. Shake hands. After another exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel prompted to take their place for the broadcast. A moment after seeing the studio's light, cameras, everyone was staying up late with Kyle. Introduced. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm so glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. Have you ever eaten a raw egg whole? Hey, Rachel. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Said Kyle. Like shell and all? Asked Rachel. Kyle continued. I have, a lot. It's really bad though, so sometimes I spit it back out. There was a silence. But actually, it gets easier the more you do it, continued Kyle, laughing. Without losing momentum. I'm sorry. So, don't start, I say. Rachel chose to not answer and look in another direction. Kyle asked another question. Am I a mother? Rachel. Why do I sound like Obama? Rachel. Am I a mother? Kyle looked at her very seriously. Rachel was visibly very unsure of how to respond. This is like the Eric Andre show. Well, Kyle, I think you might be a better source of answering that than I am. But do you think I am a mother? Asked Kyle, pushing further. Rachel paused for a second before answering. I think you inspire youth to pursue STEM fields, she answered. Kyle asked another question. Are you guilty? Rachel, are you guilty? Kyle threw his questions onto the floor, stood up, and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes! Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. Kyle asked another question. Hey, I ran over a puppy on purpose, said Kyle. Everyone in the studio froze. Kyle spread his hands out wide. It's a joke! He started laughing from the bottom of his stomach. Nobody laughed with Kyle. Several minutes later, he stopped laughing and moved on. Oh, it's like the Joker. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Cause you seem very well together. Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed, drifted off to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. Alright, that's good. Alright, now let's do this again. We're gonna do some weird things with our breakfast, though. Go to the kitchen, we're gonna open the fridge, we're gonna eat the fridge. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards, hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Kyle walked out the center of the kitchen. Alright, now we are going to go to the bedroom. We're gonna open the closet. Which is an outfit. We're gonna do a suit. We're gonna do, how about this? We do everything except write notes. Alright. Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Alright, now we're gonna scavenge. We're gonna gossip. Kyle firmly pressed the ear down to the carpet. Neighbors below. Or tell me more. Bugs. That's quite enough. Alright, now we're gonna leave apartment. We're gonna visit the tech store. We're gonna ask the attendant for samples. Kyle asked the store attendant whether they offered any free samples to important customers. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Kyle to leave, the attendant grabbed a discrepant phone meant for spare parts and held it out. Grab with teeth. Kyle firmly clamped his mouth around the outstretched phone, creating several teeth holes in the screen. Kyle grunted and yanked with his head until the attendant let go of the phone. The phone is now Kyle's to use forever. Alright, now we're gonna give a review of the free sample. But we can't do that because we have to go to set that yet. Look forward to being here, Kyle responded. Answer politely. And I, well, Rachel, wishing, guess that. We haven't gossiped about the neighbor. Good evening, everybody, said Kyle. My neighbor is a bug vigilante. With nothing more to say on the matter, he fell silent. Rachel, also on camera, stared at her hands and wondered when she was going to be introduced. The producer started cutting to different camera angles to break the tension. Kyle continued to remain silent and stare forward blankly. He just says that, just goes. After several minutes, neighbor Gabby walks on the set. Hi everyone, she said, smiling hollowly. My name is Gabby, and I am not a bug vigilante. False! Kyle looked at Gabby, and then returned to staring forwards. So, he says she's a bug vigilante, stares forward, says, false! Incorrect! Gabby began to reply, but was interrupted by a bug-shaped intercom on her belt. Bug girl, it squawked. A robbery is in progress on each third. Report Gabby threw the intercom on the ground and crushed it under her foot. After a beat, she spoke again. Something has come up suddenly, and I must go. Gabby left the set. Well, said Kyle, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, Rachel. Kyle got up, shook Rachel's hand again, and walked past the cameras, leaving her alone. Not knowing what else to do, the producer ended the broadcast. In the coming days, fans of both Rachel and Kyle dubbed the show a masterpiece of television. Stay up late with Kyle's online pages were updated to reflect this broadcast as the most popular ever. Kyle's producer later tried to have Rachel on the show again, but she was very, very, very busy. Kyle talked about Gabby. Alright, let's go again. We're gonna browse social media. Was made wisely. Gotta start to scroll through new articles on the phone. Read article. Oh man. Yep, I'm not doing that. Alright, we're gonna do something else with the food. We're gonna eat the crust. Kyle starts scraping the streaks of crud and spots of black mold off the walls of the fridge. Ugh. Balling the filth with the moist ball. Several minutes chewing. Kyle finished chewing and swallowed the whole ball. Kyle walks to the center of the room. He's gonna fucking die. Bedroom. We're gonna open the closet. We're gonna choose a jeans and swimming goggles. Yep, very casual. Right now, we're going to exit bedroom to the hallway, leave apartment, visit tech store. We're gonna steal him. Yep. We're gonna continue with the day. We're gonna visit Gabby. We're gonna consume Gabby. Well done. Job done. Get job done. Kyle walked to the mill, took a long look around him. Check locked door. We don't have time for that though, so let's do this. Alright, boom. Alright, boom. Kyle responded politely. Ooh, I want to do the scream thing. Okay. After a moment of seeing the studio lights brightening that, he vomited all the horrible things he had eaten earlier on the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle concerned. He had a couple of coughs inside the plate. Cool, keep showing it. Kyle stopped and vomited again and continued with a shaky voice. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no further introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, well, I'm sure we have a lot to discuss, and we might as well dive in. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. In shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Knowing the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly. Run away. Blame Rachel for life. Alright, let's do that. Rachel? Oh my god. Rachel, I need to be honest. You're not terribly interesting, and I could not think of what I should ask you. In fact, continued Kyle, I would far rather interview a fish than I would you. And furthermore, said Kyle, I'm not sure I could tell the difference between you and a fish. Kyle leaned back in his chair and desperately hoped the blame had been shifted adequately. Kyle, Rachel glowered at Kyle. How do you say that? Kyle glowered back. Rachel left the studio. Kyle no longer had a guest and spent the next 42 minutes staring at the camera silently. Kyle had prepared by blaming others. Alright. Alright, exit. Move to kitchen. Open the fridge, prepare breakfast. We're gonna smash it. Kyle smashed his breakfast to a pulp using both fists. Anything in the pantry? Oh wait. Move to kitchen. I can't even make any food. Alright, whatever, we're just gonna restart. This is the bed. Yep. Open the fridge. We're going to prepare breakfast, eat, return there, return to the hallway, leave the apartment. Wait, no, get back in the apartment. Return to bedroom, open the closet, choose an outfit, slick suit. To that desk, and we're gonna check the door. Put a flashlight. It's out of batteries. Back to the room. Scavenge resources. Find bits of old cheese. There's a corpse. Oh no! I don't want to do this. Fine, whatever. Exit. Leave apartment. Visit downstairs neighbor. But we can't do that. Alright, set. Let's get to the thing. Broadcast. Introduce Rachel. More. Hello, Kyle. I'm glad to be here. I'm sure we have a lot to discuss. When you smile, and there are bother to prepare. Okay, we're gonna play dead. Kyle slumped in his seat and played dead. Kyle, what are you up to? Asked Rachel, still smiling. Kyle did not respond and hoped nobody would ask questions. Kyle, why are you pretending to be dead? Asked Rachel. I can see you breathing. Kyle held his breath. The producer whispered to Rachel over her earpiece. Give him a couple slaps across the face, see if he wakes up. Rachel got up from the chair, walked to Kyle, and slapped him firmly across the face. Rachel slapped Kyle continuously, trying to get him to stop play acting. Other members of the crew stepped into frames to start slapping Kyle as well, everyone's just slapping him. Soon Kyle was lost in the amassment of people around him, all slapping his face with both hands. The slapping went on for many hours, and Kyle did not wake up. Eventually, Kyle did not need to pretend to be unconscious. Oh man, my dying. Alright.